Let me come to you immediately, Salem. Your country just celebrated 25 years of political independence. Your reaction?
Well, sovereignty, gaining sovereignty, independence in terms of sovereignty is a huge achievement. This was achieved after 30 years of fighting. Underdogs with a lot of odds against them, they ended up having sovereignty and independence in that term. But the country has a lot to work on in terms of independence in its full sense, meaning freedom of speech is limited, the press is limited, and other human rights issues are still lingering. And so even though sovereignty has been a huge achievement after 30 years, there are things that are lagging, which I hope to talk about today.
How do you respond to some who are saying that the 30 years of struggling to liberate the country from Ethiopia were probably not worth it, that in fact the people who died might in fact have died in vain?
Well, this is a very debatable subject, as you were mentioning. In fact, we were hosting in the Horn of Africa, which some of our audiences are Ethiopians, and so we were hosting a discussion among Ethiopians, and there are Ethiopians who are still disgruntled with being landlocked and Eritrea having its own independence. The thing is, it's not up to Ethiopians. It wasn't up to Ethiopians to decide the liberation or sovereignty liberation of the country. 98% of the people voted for a referendum in terms of physical or land sovereignty. And so I would say that is something to be proud of, and that's part of the reason why you see a lot of people coming out and celebrating that. But there are also challenges that come with being a sovereign nation in terms of governance. Rightly or wrongly, Eritrea has a single party. The president, Isaias Afwerki, has never run for election since independence. And so these are fundamental things that are still lagging in the country. There's a national service in the form of military service, sometimes in civil service as well, which is indefinite. That's trapping the youth. And so people feel like there's lack of opportunities within the country, and so they choose to go look for a better life, be it neighboring countries like Ethiopia, ironically, a historical enmity between the two countries, but still people are running away to Sudan, to Ethiopia, and neighboring countries. I mean, you just saw a witness account, which was a survivor, who was a survivor of a recent Mediterranean wreck. It wasn't included in the clip, but I remember looking at the script and some of the things that he said, a witness account. And when you talk to witnesses who are survivors of these shipwrecks, imagine going from Ethiopia to Sudan to all the way to Libya, being treated in subhuman conditions, and then they still look for a better life and try to risk their lives and their families' lives and then make it to Italy or Greece or not. And so one of the witness accounts, he said, I don't stay home because I want to be in my country, because what they find out after they get there is not what they've been anticipating. They want to be in their country, but what he says, I want to be in my country with freedom.
The grass is not greener after all.
Exactly.
I see.